Hello, Blenheim Youth, and welcome to your 30-minute yoga practice. Today I'm going to invite you to lie down on your back, on your mat. Just to begin, I'm just going to sit up so that you can hear me. So in this space on your back, I just invite you to get really comfortable and cozy. If that means taking the soles of the feet together so the knees splay out to the sides. If that means walking the heels out to either corner of the mat, taking up a little bit more space. Maybe you feel more comfortable with your hands close to your body, or maybe extended out to the sides with your palms facing up. Or perhaps both hands to the belly, or one to the belly and one to the heart. So just take the next few moments to make any micro adjustments that you might need to become completely comfortable where you are. And if you feel comfortable enough to do so, please just allow the eyelids to softly seal shut. Seal your lips as well, so that you're breathing only through your nose. And start to notice what's going on in your mind. Perhaps you're being drawn into the past, reflecting on your day, or perhaps you're being projected into the future in anticipation of what's to come in your practice or later on today. Without trying to push your thoughts away, without trying to control what's going on in your mind, can you just watch your thoughts and enter into a witnessing mode of awareness where you see your thoughts coming and going. And just as quickly as one thought arises, allow it to float on by, as if it were a cloud in the sky on a breezy day. And watching as your thoughts become fewer and farther between. The mind becomes a little quieter as you shift all of your awareness back to your body. Just beginning to notice which parts of the body are in contact with the mat or the floor beneath you. Maybe starting from the heels and making your way up to the back of the head, scanning through the back plane of the body, noticing which parts are connected to the ground beneath it. And then shifting your awareness to the front of the body and the sides of the body, and noticing which parts of exposed skin can feel the air around it. Is there a breeze? Is the air moving? Does it feel cold or warm as it grazes against your skin? And then notice your clothing on your skin and how the fabric of the clothing interacts with the skin. Does it feel heavy or light? Soft or rough? And moving all of your attention to your muscles. Noticing which muscles are still using effort to hold you up, and can you relax and soften these muscles against the bones in your body? Can you begin to let go of anything clenching or tightening? And from the head all the way down to the toes, relaxing your muscles. Softening the muscles in the face, around the eyes and across the jaw, the neck and the throat, across the chest and the upper back, through the shoulders and down the arms, into the fingertips, softening the torso, the belly and the middle back and the lower back. Relaxing across the pelvis and through the hips, relaxing the upper parts of your leg into your knee, down through the lower parts of your legs into the ankles, and softening your feet and your toes. Allowing your entire body to be relaxed exactly where you are. And I invite you now to draw all of your attention into your breathing experience without changing your breath at all. Just beginning to witness how the breath moves in and out of the nostrils. Perhaps your inhalation is a little bit cooler than your exhalation. How does the breath feel as it enters the nose and exits the nose? And where does your breath land in your body? Can you feel the physical response of the breath as the chest rises and the ribs expand, and as the ribs draw in and the chest descends or lowers? Collect all of your attention to your breath. And just trust the breath to move. And trust the body to breathe for you without you having to do anything at all. And very gently and gradually beginning to widen and deepen your breath. Fully breathing in to fill the lungs and lift up into the chest. Fully breathing out to empty the chest and then empty the lungs. Draw your breath into the bottom of the lungs all the way up to the top and lift that breath into the chest. And then as you exhale, empty the chest and empty the lungs from top to bottom. Breathing in, expanding through the lungs and the chest. Breathing out, emptying the chest and the lungs. Let's take a few more moments here. Breathing in fully and exhaling completely. And can you now draw this breath down into the low belly, expanding the belly, filling the lungs and filling the chest with your breath, and then moving this breath in the reverse, first emptying the chest, and then the lungs, and then the belly. Breathing into the belly, the lungs and the chest, breathing out from the chest, the lungs and the belly, watching as the body expands as you breathe in and relaxes as you breathe out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in and breathing out. And finding a rhythm of breath that you can keep with you for the remainder of your practice. Knowing that your breath is first and foremost the most important part of your practice, and all of the physical postures are second to the breath. The next time you breathe in, reach your hands up and over behind your head. Stretch your toes away from your knees. Get nice and tall and long through the front, back, and sides of the body. And then as you exhale, bring your knees in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Inhale, lift the nose to meet the knees. Exhale, lower the head and shoulders down. Inhale, stretch your feet away from the body. Reach your hands overhead. Exhale, hug thighs to chest. Inhale, lift nose to knees. Exhale, roll down through the head and the shoulders. Inhale, last time, reach behind you, stretch your feet out long. Exhale, wrap the hands around the shins, thighs to chest. Inhale, draw nose up to meet the knees. Exhale, soften the head and shoulders down. Reach your arms out to a T, wrists in line with the shoulders, And then let your knees lower to the left side of the body. Pick up the head and turn to look over your right hand. And then just soften into your spinal twist. Allow your body to completely relax in this shape. Notice how the breath moves into the belly, the lungs, and the chest. Notice how the chest falls, the ribs draw in, and the belly draws in and up as you breathe out. All of your awareness to the breath as you soften the body in your spinal twist. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, draw your knees and your gaze back to center. And then exhale, lower your knees toward the right. Pick up your head and turn it beyond to look beyond your left hand. And again, just softening the body into your spinal twist on this side. Maybe closing your eyes. Breathing in, filling the belly, the lungs, and the chest. Breathing out, emptying the chest, the lungs, and the belly. And just staying here with the breath. This relaxed and easy spinal twist, allowing the knees to melt in toward one another. And notice if the mind starts to wander, and draw your attention right back to the breath. How does it feel to breathe in? And how does it feel to breathe out? Inhale, belly, lungs, and chest. Exhale, chest, lungs, and belly. Breathing in, expanding the body. Breathing out, emptying the body of the breath. Breathing in, drawing the thighs toward the chest, lifting the gaze toward the sky. Wrap your hands around your shins and just rock from side to side as if you were giving the back a massage. And from here, place the hands down beside the hips. Peel your shoulders gently beneath the upper back, and then inhale, straighten your legs toward the sky. So ankles are stacked right above the knees and the hips. Draw your toes toward your face and push your heels up toward the sky. Turn your toes out beyond your shoulders as if you're creating a V shape so the heels are closer together than the toes. And as you exhale, bend your knees and reach for the outsides of your feet, drawing the knees toward the armpits and the mat below. So if you don't have access to the feet, that's okay. You can wrap your arms just along the knee creases or the hamstrings, or hold onto the hamstrings here. So here we find happy baby pose. If your chin is pointing up toward the sky, draw it in and back toward the throat. And if you wish, you can rock side to side, again massaging the back, or you can stay exactly where you are. So we're not trying to force the knees down, but just gently allowing for some resistance, so holding on to the legs. With your next exhale, bend your left knee, draw your heel toward your hamstring, and then inhale, straighten out your right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee, heel to hamstring. Inhale, straighten out the left leg. But one more on each side. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten the right. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten the left. Exhale, bend the left knee. And then inhale, return to happy baby, bending both knees, the heels pointing toward the sky. Breathing in, filling the belly, the lungs, and the chest. Breathing out, emptying the chest, the lungs, and the belly. With your next exhale, bring your thighs in toward your chest, releasing the feet or the hamstrings, and take the hands beneath the creases of the knees. From here, straighten out the legs and start to rock forward and back along the length of the spine. So rock about 3 or 4 times. until we'll land in a seated position with the legs extended out right in front of us on the mat. So the shoulders are stacked right above the hips. We're again gonna flex the feet, pushing the heels away and drawing the toes toward the knees. Lots of length through the side body here, and then inhale, reach both hands up, palms facing. As you exhale, lift your heart up and forward toward the toes, and then just let the hands rest wherever they land, either beside the legs, on the shins, or on the feet. So just notice here if your shoulders are rounding in toward each other and you're drawing your heart toward your quadriceps or the upper thighs. See if you can point the heart toward the toes and lift your gaze so you're looking beyond the top of your mat. So creating lots of length through the spine here instead of rolling and curling over. Take a few breaths. Maybe you can feel your belly expand against the upper thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. See if you can get a little bit deeper here. And then inhale, reach both hands up. Point your toes forward. As you exhale, plant your hands behind you, fingertips face toward the heels. Straighten out your arms as much as you can and spread your fingertips. Shine your heart between the shoulders up to the sky. And then as you inhale, press through your palms and your heels to lift your hips. Support the head and the neck as you look up. Exhale, sitting back down. And then once more, inhale, pressing through the palms and the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, bring your legs over to one side and shift forward onto hands and knees. Your wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Lengthen the crown of the head forward away from the tailbone and the tailbone toward the back of the mat. As you inhale, let the belly drop. Lift your chin, draw your shoulders down toward your hips. And then exhale, chin to chest, round your upper back and bring your belly button to your spine. Inhale, belly drops, lift the chest and the chin. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back, navel to spine. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to a neutral spine. Walk the hands forward just a little bit, and then exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone up and back to downward facing dog. Just walk or pedal through the legs here, bending one knee and straightening the opposite. And then see if you can find the action of pushing both heels down with as little or as much bend in the knees as you need. Lift the tailbone high and send your sits bones back as you magnetize your heart toward your thighs. Spread your fingertips out wide. Inhale, lift your heels high, tiptoe the feet forward, and as you exhale, fold down. Soften your knees and reach for opposite elbows. Allow the upper body to really relax here, so allowing gravity to draw the heart toward the thighs and the head down toward the toes. With your next inhale, release the hands to the shins, lift up halfway, draw your shoulder blades together, and then exhale, fold down. Inhale, roll up through the spine, reach your hands overhead, lift your gaze beyond your palms, and then exhale, take your hands to your hips. Separate your feet, fleshy hip distance apart, so the widest part of the hips, and then inhale, draw your elbows back, lift your heart and your chin toward the sky. Exhale, lead with your heart, bow forward, and relax the hands down toward the toes. So you can take your two peace fingers on either side and interlock your peace fingers around your big toe, or you can bring your hands underneath your feet. So if the hands don't reach the feet, that's okay. You can soften the knees a little bit so you have access, or again, you can reach for opposite elbows. From here, lift up halfway, and then exhale, fold. Allow your elbows to flare out to the sides. Shift the weight of the body forward just slightly to the balls of the feet while keeping your heels grounded, and then we'll just shake the head from side to side, just gently, and then nod the head forward and back. Exhale, release the hands from the feet to the shins. Inhale, part-way lift. Exhale, fold, heart to thighs. Inhale, roll up through the spine. As you do, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, take hands to heart center and step the feet together. Good. From here, inhale, reach your hands up, biceps frame the ears. And then exhale, sit in your imaginary chair. So we're hinging at the hips, pushing the bottom back and bending the knees. Reaching the hands up. You should be able to see your toes beyond your knees. If not, just send your hips back a little bit further. Draw your belly button in toward your spine, nice and stable through your core. So we're finding chair pose here. A little more weight through the heels. Find your breath. Belly, lungs, and chest. Chest, lungs, and belly. Breathing in. Breathing out, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach behind your head, lift your heart to the sky, and then exhale with wide arms, fold forward. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Keep your heel hovering above the toes. So the left knee is right above the left ankle. We'll shine the heart forward toward the top of the mat. And then plant the right hand down. As you inhale, sweep your left hand up. Lift your eyes to follow your fingertips. Stack your wrist above the shoulder and breathe. From here, you want to keep your back leg as straight as you possibly can. So think about pushing the heel back and firming up through your quad muscle. Exhale, plant your left hand down. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Pushing the heel back, right knee just above the right ankle. Place your left hand down, inhale, spiral up and reach through your right fingertips. Follow the fingers with your eyes. Spread them out wide and stack your wrist above your shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, place your right hand down. And then inhale, step your left foot forward. Exhale, wrap your arms around your calves, hug your heart toward your thighs. Inhale, roll up through the spine, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, take hands in front of the heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathing in, lift up partway. Exhale, step your right foot back. This time, pivot your heel down to meet the mat. Your toes are on a 45-degree angle. Again, left knee above the left ankle. Inhale, reach the hands up. We'll find warrior one. And then exhale, reach the left hand forward and the right hand back, finding warrior two. So your foot is parallel with the short edge of your mat. Turning to look over your left hand with your shoulders right above your hips. From here, take your right hand to the back of the right thigh. Flip your left palm up, and then exhale, reach your left hand behind your head, palm facing down. So make sure you're still bending into that left knee, reaching the fingertips toward the back of the mat. Nice stretch through the left side body here. With your next exhale, windmill the hands all the way down to frame your left foot. Pivot your right toes forward and inhale, step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot back, pivot your heel down, bending into the right knee. Inhale, reach your hands up to warrior one. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Right hand forward, bending into the right knee. Left hand reaching behind the body, and then turning to look over the right hand. Shoulders stacked right above the hips. Take the left hand behind the thigh, sweep up through the right palm, and then exhale, reach behind the head. So nice stretch here through the right side body. Palm faces down, gaze is up. Nice bend in that right knee. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your right foot. Pivot your left toes forward. Inhale, step left foot to meet the right. Exhale, fold. Wrap the arms around the calves, heart to thighs. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take hands to heart center. Separate the feet slightly so the big toes are in line with your bony hips. And then inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, sink into the hips, bending the knees. We're finding chair pose once more. So notice if your knees are caving in. Since the big toes are not touching, you want the knees to separate just a little bit. So the kneecap should be in line with the second or third toe. Energize through your fingertips to reach up a little bit higher. Middle finger pointing to where the wall and the ceiling meet. And then lift your eyes between the palms if the neck allows it. Otherwise, just looking straight forward. Hugging navel to spine, breathing in. Breathing out a little bit deeper. Breathing in, reach the hands up and back behind the head. And then exhale, stand up tall, interlace your hands behind your back. Push your knuckles down, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lead with the heart, hinge at the hips and bow forward. If the hands can come off the back, push the knuckles up toward the sky. Draw your triceps and your shoulder blades together, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Gently exhale and release the right hand down to the mat. Bend your right knee. And then inhale, sweep your left hand up to the sky. Open up through your chest. Breathing in. Breathing out, place the left hand down, bend the left knee, straighten the right. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out, place the right hand down, bend the right knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rolling up through the spine, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up through the spine, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. One more time to chair pose. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back in your imaginary chair. Beautiful. From here, exhale, take your hands to heart center. Bring the heart forward just a little bit. Keep a lot of bend in your knees. And as you exhale, twist your right elbow outside of your left thigh. So your right knee is going to want to creep forward. See if you can draw it back so both knees are in line. Draw your left shoulder back and look above your left elbow. Inhale to chair pose, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the heart forward and inhale, twist to look over your right elbow, drawing the left knee back so both knees are in line here. Bringing the right shoulder back, really opening and twisting through the torso. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten your legs. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Breathing in, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, place your hands down. Step back to your high plank. Take an in-breath around through your upper back. Exhale, lower the knees. Bend the elbows, melt the heart down between the thumbs. Inhale, press through the palms and lift your heart. Exhale, press back into child's pose. Big toes touch, knees separate to the width of the mat, and melt the forehead down. Soften through the body. Take a few moments in this shape and just breathe. I'm just going to sit up so you can hear me if you're watching the video. So from wherever you are, remain exactly as you are in child's pose. And from here, just allow the body to breathe naturally. So releasing and letting go of any controlled breathing. Relaxing the fingertips through the hands and into the wrists. Relaxing the forearms and the elbows and the upper arms. Relax your shoulders, your neck, across the chest and the upper back. Relax your torso, your belly, your middle back, and your low back. Relax your hips, your glutes and your thighs. Soften your hamstrings and your knees. Relax your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Know that you don't need to hold yourself up. You can just soften into this shape. Very gently and gradually begin to bring the body up into a comfortable seated position. And once you arrive in this seated position, you can let your hands rest to your lap with palms facing up or down, or if it feels right for you, you can bring your hands to heart center. Gently allow the eyelids to seal shut. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'd like to thank you all for joining in this practice of yoga today. It was my honor and my privilege to guide you through. Namaste.